那我有个火机，我那天晚上点蜡烛，别人lighter，好的，这个鱼的好吗？
香港的朋友，大家好啊！
老家伙，lighter, we do this one. 没有啊，那兄弟是帽子。当当这一关，一天一个10多人。切肉里面贴不了。我都不知道，那个朋友今天来了，维吾尔人这个种族灭绝日，他们都说了。我也看到了。
你想说一下吗？说。
OK。哎，你好，老爷子，不是，你好，那个大哥，那个你可以说一说今天这个这个活动是你们的一个什么日子？主题你们就是说准备要做什么？对中共，讲一讲。
这里有一个事情要搞很清楚。
OK。
我们的反对的不是中共的统治和杀害公民和公民。OK， 我们反对是中国对我们国家的侵占。这一点要很清楚。你们和我们的斗争中有一个区别，你们是为民主而斗，我们是为赶出侵略者而斗。这一点有一个区别。今天就是我们经常来这里。
OK，
已经在东土尔斯坦，在前30年里，以前有 over 10 million people，over 10 million people 已经 jail，已经丢到监狱去了。有over 3 million people already died in the prison. Many reasons, hungry, rape, hurt, all kinds of stuff. OK， 所以我们在这里自由世界的人。我们要发出在我们的国家，在那个中国侵占的这国家里，人民发不出的声音。我们在这里要就是这个genocide memorial day 屠杀日，我们而且在东土尔斯坦的屠杀已经几十年了，以前都是隐形的种族灭绝，现在已经变成是公开性的种族灭绝，这两个基本上是很长时间了。所以，我的很多中国朋友说，你们要支持我们的独立运动，只有东土尔斯坦独立的时候，才能为你们的民主事业打开一个缺口。我们是先锋队，我们一直在冲锋陷阵，可是中国人模模糊糊。在我们后面，他们不敢支持我们的独立，所以你们一定要站在我们争取独立的这一点上。我们是你们的先锋队，我们不但要能解放自己的祖国，也能打开你们民主事业的民主中国的窗口。谢谢。
OK， 说得很好。
你们没有那现在电视台那种 online 那种 program，
然后 it's YouTube online. You want it?
YouTube online.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
already talk.
Yeah. It's online. It's online. If you want to talk more,
I already talk. I talk the key point.
yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
key point.
You make a point.
你住哪里？
我住在那个 Wall Street，这 about 25 miles。
哦，
你住在哪里？
我住罗兰海。
罗兰海。是。你中国出来多久了？就这。
2年多了。
啊
？2年多。是的。
中国经历试一下，中国前几年也行。
是。
我下次给你避开法生道。
在非洲吧，在那吃了1年，兜兜转转。不过还好，我们还是比较幸运的。很多人出不来，就是
很多这个中国民主运动人士啊，我一看，很多我很少见到中国的民主人士。这帮很多的民主人士，他们回去不会变成阿布拉罕·林肯或 George Washington，他们一个一个会变成习近平，对吧？他们当我们的独立运动谈的时候，他们不单是他和中共站在一起。他连毛泽东的气概都没有。毛泽东1927年大喊说要湖南独立、新疆独立，他还敢说。连现在民主人士这样的，所以我现在一看这些民主人士，实际上个个都是习近平。
其实他很多呀，他就是恨，他不是习近平的人，他给他官，给他钱，给他防疫炮弹，他明天就是地下共产党，就是卧底，很多。你说六四那些学历。上午还在抗议，晚上去住领馆，这一堆换点，很多。民运圈很复杂，很多人好多总回中国去了。我们只是知道这是一个体系，我们在哪里都知道它是什么卧底啊，什么危险被中共浸透了呀，我们都知道。很多人这样搞，他最后就是说，他就是我说的，就是他没有那个，就是他只是可能是一时那么一个反抗，他没有被信仰，没有。
不是那个中国人选择当奴才，他不愿意选择当主人，他总是喜欢当奴才。他因为他奴才比较安全，给他一口饭他就吃了，让他站就站了，让他坐就坐了。中国人骨子里是一种奴才相，一种太监精神。
他很多，
很多人说是就是习近平下台，他们那个一群太监太监的乱讲乱说。
其实我们未来，我们都不是中国人，我是一个海南人，也是一个琼崖人。他未来他是一个齐国人，你是一个东突厥人，知道吧？所以现在我们进入一个好的时代，一个新的时代，跟过去几十年那样是一个重要的时代。因为这是说真话，为什么呢？现在的世界局势它迎来了民主和自由的新时代，为什么呢？中俄联盟的大陆体系正在对决美欧的这个西方体系。现在随着就是俄罗斯溃败，接下来在中国的西部，特别是新疆地方，还有中国台湾地，
你们不应当用新疆是在用无锡的名字，应该用
东突厥斯坦，对，那是对，是东突厥斯坦。也就是说，现在新的局势是什么呢？现在新局势反正是直播，是吧？现在新的局势是非常好的，为什么呢？因为只有中共的失败，它面临着财政和军事的失败，才能迎来中共的失败，接着是中国帝国的解体，才会有 East Turkestan's independence， 还有台湾的 real independence。So 的重要的意思是什么呢？现在美国要求日本提高军费预算3倍，现在日本只达到1倍。美国在宾州和德米尔顿的兵工厂要在未来4年扩大4倍的产能，这个军火需求量远超过乌克兰战场的需要。这接下来意味着什么呢？意味着未来在 中国帝国的周边地区，它就要消耗这点，所以什么迎来了重大的这个民主时代，就是什么呢？我们要见证中共的失败，为什么呢？这时候最重要的就是美国中产阶级的重新赢得，美国重振它的中产阶级和这些在被中国所统治的各国各族人民，他们就要赢得了民主时代，形成了伟大的共振。这是和过去几十年的改革开放所完全不同的，理解吗？因为这是一个重大的转折时代，理解吗？因为接下来就是美国它重振它的中产阶级，因为的兵工生产和就业的产生，面对的新的战场的开辟。现在乌克兰战场仅仅是一个开始，未来随着俄罗斯帝国的失败，接下来在伊斯特克斯坦西部，它就会面临新的解放战争。新的地方战争，这意味着什么？这意味着就是重大的突破口。东边有台湾，西边有伊斯特克斯坦，甚至在西藏，在一边的那边，所以这就是很重要的是新的时代，它并不仅是，也就是说，未来声援这些民主人士，他们的不仅仅是你们军事抗议，而也是什么呢？形成了这个就是很振奋人心的东西，就是只要每一次中共的它的失败，就会鼓舞各国各族人民他们的。独立争取争取。
你有一点说的就是不充分。世界已经带来了民主时代过来，但是中国人的民主意识没有建起来。
哦不，
他还没有从那种内在意识形态解放出来。
其实
对，
应该很多人他现在解封了，就是
你看，当我就在这里，那里将有220万中国人在这里满了。
你是一个伊斯特克斯坦人，那些其他中国什么其他地区的事情，那是您的国际事务，您的观点，
这是一个实际问题，我们要去面对它。因为他现在确实很多时候老百姓，你说是反抗是起来了，但是共产党会给你分化，分你各种方式。他现在就是很多时候他那个即性还是
决定性的力量已经出现了。
这个
滨州和德米顿的兵工厂产能未来是
既吃不记打，
这是最重要的，你记住这个东西。
其实我认为就是说，这共产党这个东西，这个地方这个地区老百姓的话，你各地方去战斗。
So I have here the supporters from East Turkestan. You speak English?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you say something why we are here today in front of Chinese embassy? Yeah. The camera's there.
Okay, here we are people from Eastern Turkestan and join some democratic people from the Taiwan and Tibet, Hong Kong, all around. Here we are fighting for our independence of Eastern Turkestan. In last 4 years, China already jailed over 10 million Uyghurs to the concentration camp, already killed over 3 million people. And that atrocity still continues. So we are here demonstration to support, to ask international community, support us, condemn the China, support our independence, support Tibet's independence, support Taiwan's independence. Only when we get independent, China's a democratic country, then there's the possibility. So we are like a front fighter, not only for our independence, but also for China's democracy. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, we can. Let's start. Okay. We can just.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming. So we're going to start our event today. So we start our event with East Turkestan National Anthem. Thank you. So exactly 1 year ago, the Uyghur Tribunal announced its verdict that the Chinese government has committed genocide, crime against humanity, genocide against Uyghurs. In the month that followed, resolutions were passed by French, Irish, and European parliamentary bodies, which followed the tribunal's conclusions. The Uyghur Tribunal remains the most important legal assessment of the Uyghur human rights crisis, as well as the most comprehensive body of evidence to the date. On Uyghur Genocide Recognition Day, Uyghurs worldwide reflect on the important achievements that have led to the international recognition of the genocide, while commemorating the millions of victims affected by this cruel policy, both in Uzbekistan and abroad. We call on governments to acknowledge the responsibility under the 1948 UN Genocide Convention and take all necessary steps to end ongoing Uyghur genocide. Next, I invite our Uyghur LA representative to give us a speech.
Martin Luther King, he said once that we know through painful experience that freedom is never voluntarily given by the oppressor. It must be demanded by the oppressed. I have heard so many names for us by the Chinese government they give us, to us Uyghurs, Hong Kongers, Tibetans. We have been called extremists, although it's our families inside the concentration camps, and it's us who are jailed in our own country. So I don't agree with that name. We've been called terrorists, although we raised our voice in peace, protested with quiet determination, only to be met with tanks, clubs, and violence. And I don't agree with that name. We've been called militants, although we have no guns or tanks in our hands, but picket signs, pictures of our dead family, and our voice as our ammo, and it is they who hold the whips, sticks, and bullets. So I don't agree with that label. We've been called separatists, and to this label, I completely agree. I ask, how can we not be separatists? We are locked up and killed and our country liquidated. Who does not want to separate from that? Our loved ones are trapped in homes and burned alive. Who does not want to separate from that? Our women and children are humiliated and violated. Who does not want to separate from that? Our mosques and temples are burned and our religious beliefs are stamped out. Who does not want to separate from that? Our children are orphaned as the Chinese government makes us lose our identity until we no longer remember ourselves. Who does not want to separate from that? You are damn straight when you say we are separatists. Human rights and freedom are one and the same. You cannot ask for one without asking for the other. You cannot separate them.
All right, so we do some chanting and we continue our speech. China closed concentration camps. Stop Uyghur genocide. Stop Uyghur genocide. Stop Uyghur genocide. Stop Uyghur genocide. Freedom for Uyghurs.
Freedom for Uyghurs.
Freedom for Tibet.
Freedom for Tibet.
Freedom for Taiwan.
Freedom for Taiwan.
Freedom for Hong Kong.
Freedom for Hong Kong.
Freedom for China.
Freedom for China.
Close concentration camps.
Close concentration camps.
Stop Uyghur genocide.
Stop Uyghur genocide.
Close concentration camps.
Close concentration camps.
Stop genocide.
Stop genocide.
Freedom for Uyghurs.
Freedom for Uyghurs.
Freedom for Tibet.
Freedom for Tibet.
Freedom for Taiwan.
Freedom for Taiwan.
Freedom for Hong Kong.
Freedom for Hong Kong.
Close concentration camps.
Close concentration camps.
Stop Uyghur genocide.
Stop Uyghur genocide.
Next, our Hong Kong friend gave us a speech. Before that, we were going to play the Hong Kong anthem. Freedom for Hong Kong.
Freedom for Hong Kong.
Freedom for Tibet.
Freedom for Tibet.
Freedom for Uyghurs.
Freedom for Uyghurs.
Close concentration camps.
Close concentration camps.
Stop Uyghur genocide.
Stop Uyghur genocide.
Close concentration camps.
Close concentration camps.
Stop genocide.
Stop genocide.
Hi, my name is Paul. I'm a member of the Hong Kong Forum Los Angeles. I'm here to show our support and unity to our Uyghur friends and community. We've seen some courageous actions in China in the past month in multiple cities in China. When the Chinese people saw what was going on in the World Cup and the news, they started questioning the information and instructions that had been given to them by CCP government. They started questioning about all the lies that China has been telling them all this time. Soon, the April protests grew, and the CCP police and security started questioning and started checking on everybody's cell phone to make sure information are not being spread out to other cities to stop these protests from growing. It was through these protests that Chinese began to see the truth. We must continue to inform the world the truth and the CCP lies. The revolutions must start and continue from within. The protests that Chinese citizens in China have started in the past month, it cannot be that's it. That cannot just be it. That has to be just the beginning, and it must continue and must continue to move on. So the protests that we're having in China, in LA, and everywhere around the world, it must continue. We must continue to inform everybody around the world and in China what's really going on, what the truth is, and all the CCP lies. And hopefully, this will be the beginning of the end for CCP as a whole. Not just as people in China getting more freedom from the COVID relief, but then hopefully democracy, human rights, and freedom and stop genocide out of the Uyghur community as well. So, thank you.
Let's do some chanting and then we invite our Tibetan friends to give a speech. Fight for freedom, stand with Uyghurs.
Fight for freedom, stand with Uyghurs.
Fight for freedom, stand with Tibet.
Fight for freedom, stand with Tibet.
Fight for freedom, stand with Taiwan.
Fight for freedom.
Stand with Taiwan.
Fight for freedom, stand with Hong Kong.
Fight for freedom, stand with Hong Kong.
Close concentration camps.
Close concentration camps.
Stop genocide.
Stop genocide.
Close concentration camps.
Close concentration camps.
Stop genocide.
Stop genocide.
Freedom for Uyghurs.
Freedom for Uyghurs.
Freedom for Uzbekistan.
Freedom for Uzbekistan.
Freedom for Tibet.
Freedom for Tibet.
Tibet loves Tibetans.
Tibet loves Tibetans.
Freedom for Taiwan.
Freedom for Taiwan.
Freedom for Hong Kong.
Freedom for Hong Kong.
Close concentration camps.
Close concentration camps.
Stop genocide.
Stop genocide.
we're playing the national anthem of Tibet.
With that, I hand it over to Tibetan Association. Thank you. Thank you very much. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Yeah, good, right? I represent the Tibetan Association of Southern California, and we have a small contingent here on the side. I want to just highlight here. Woo! Give a big hand to Tibetan rap here. Yay! And I have my board members, Mr. Mike Stotler on the left side there. He's having the China and the Uyghur genocide play card. Give him a big hand too. Woo! Mike. Okay, so today we are gathered here basically to show our solidarity with the Chinese people in China. And I'm sure you must have seen on social media everywhere, right? Video, the protests going on in all the major cities in China. Like if I point out the cities like Beijing, Nanjing, Chengdu, you know, all the major cities, there's sporadic protests from the student side going on there. So that clearly shows that Xi Jinping zero COVID policy is not working. Chinese people are fed up with the zero COVID policy, and they have no freedom of expression, right? That's what they were showing this the blind white paper that represents freedom of expression. They have no rights to assemble, to free express their expression
religious rights. So at the same time, Xi Jinping is trying to immobilize basically the whole Chinese people, right? That's another trick trick by him just to stop the Chinese people to protest against his the rules all over China, because he appointed himself for a third term. That's ridiculous, right? He changed the law, the constitution, to make himself like a dictator. Nobody can do that. So that's the one person every Chinese citizen is not happy with what's going on in China. Definitely there will be a major protest. There will be the steam. It will take the steam to bigger protests, and one day I'm sure the communist China will be succumb to the protests of the Chinese people and the human rights, the advocates all over the world. So I want to say last thing: free Tibet,
Free Tibet!
free Uyghur,
Free Uyghurs!
free Hong Kongers,
Free Hong Kongers!
free East Turkestan,
Free East Turkestan!
free Tibet,
Free Tibet!
free Chinese people,
Free Chinese people!
free East Turkestan,
Free East Turkestan!
free Hong Kongers,
Free Hong Kongers!
free Tibet,
Free Tibet!
free Tibet,
Free Tibet!
China out of Tibet,
China out of Tibet!
China and genocide,
China and genocide!
free Uyghurs,
Free Uyghurs!
and the lockdowns,
And the lockdown!
stop the starvation,
Stop starvation!
and the lockdowns,
And the lockdown!
stop the starvation,
Stop starvation!
China and genocide,
China and the genocide!
free Tibet,
Free Tibet!
free Hong Kongers,
Free Hong Kongers!
free Taiwanese,
Free Taiwanese!
free Chinese people.
Free Chinese people!
Xi Jinping is the dictator.
Xi Jinping is the
Xi
dictator!
Jinping is the dictator.
Xi Jinping is the dictator!
China out of Tibet.
China out of Tibet!
China out of Tibet.
China out of Tibet!
Free the Uyghur people.
Free the Uyghur people!
And the Uyghur genocide.
And the Uyghur genocide!
And the Uyghur genocide.
And the Uyghur genocide!
And the lockdowns.
And the lockdown!
Stop the starvation.
Stop starvation!
Stop the genocide.
Stop genocide!
Close China's concentration camp.
Close China's concentration camp!
Close China's concentration camp.
Close China's concentration camp!
China, stop the genocide.
China stop genocide!
China, stop the genocide.
China stop genocide!
And the lockdown.
And the lockdown!
Stop the starvation.
Stop the starvation!
Close China's concentration camps.
Stop China's concentration camp!
Thank you. Thank you very much. Once again, on behalf of Tibetan Association Southern California, I would like to thank all the groups, right, who assembled today. We are really, brothers and sisters. We are fighting against the gigantic, the dictatorship rule in China. And one day we will overthrow the Xi Jinping's dictatorship rule in Tibet, everywhere. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, our friend from China Democracy Party Los Angeles chapter will give us a speech.
Sorry, I'm English. I'm China man.
中文好了。
今天我们这么多兄弟姐妹，西藏、土边、汉康、东突厥斯坦，还有内地的蒙古族、汉族各族裔，我们今天为什么站在这里？是中共这个暴政独裁，这个吃人恶魔，把我们逼在了一起。就在上个月，乌鲁木齐40多位维族的朋友维吾尔族人发生在东突厥斯坦乌鲁木齐市的天山区吉祥苑15栋至21栋，他们很多是孩子，很多是婴儿，就因为中共这场中共病毒武汉肺炎的大火夺去了他们的生命。这一家人 全部被中共大火给夺去了生命。乌鲁木齐火灾烧醒了所有的被压迫的人。今天的火灾就是未来不管是北京、上海、江苏、武汉，还是广州，还是重庆、贵州，还是云南，就是你们的明天。有一个小姑娘才3岁，她生于病毒，死于中共防控的火灾。在她死亡之前，她吃了1个月的胡萝卜，而她还没有看这个世界的美好，还没有领略去玩这个世界的精彩，感受这个美丽的世界，就被中共的火灾夺去了生命。这一切来自中共的防控，来自中共的毒杀。上百年，在维吾尔族地区，无数的人被抓捕、被杀戮、侵略。东突厥斯坦这个国家近1个多世纪了，而在之前，这个民族他们的被压迫、被奴隶几百年，甚至更久。这一切来自于 CCP， 来自于中国的北京政府。乌鲁木齐的火灾燃烧给世界，燃烧给全球，我们燃烧在一起。如果今天你不站出来，你就是下一个东突厥斯坦的受难者，下一个西藏的受害者，下一个香港被自杀者，下一个中共制造的凄惨冤魂。香港人、维吾尔族人、西藏人、蒙古族各族裔朋友们等待中国人已经33年了。今天如果你不再反抗，不要以为解封了你就万事大吉了，你将会成为下一个受害者。你昨天不关心东突厥斯坦上百万人被抓捕在集中营里面，今天中共用病毒方舱集中营来关押全国，这就是你们昨日的嘲讽，昨日的对其他族裔的不支持的一个现实结果。所以我们今天我们站在这里，就是联合各个国家，西藏、维吾尔族、东突厥斯坦、香港、蒙古，我是中国的山东，我们山东国，我支持建国独立，只有全国各地区建国独立，人民才有好日子。不要把各地区捆绑成一家 ，no， 这是严重侵略我们的国土，严重的对我们的侮辱。我们今天站在一起，我就希望共同的结果，推倒中共，消灭中共这个马列殖民地这个侵略者，把我们的国土、我们的国家夺回来，消灭中共的侵略者。我们要在我们自己的土地上做主人，做我们自己国家的公民。大家一起加油！我还呼吁全世界一起 声援中共对我们压迫、奴役、殖民的各地区人民，尽到投递武器、用武器、用枪支向中共猛烈的开炮。他听不懂我们的话语，他听不懂我们对他的反抗，只有他听得懂，只有枪支，只有炮弹，消灭中共，建立我们自己的国家，建立我们自己的土地，消灭中国共产党员，这些屠夫，这些杀戮的刽子手，全都要被我们去清算，消灭他的罪行。我支持西藏独立，维吾尔东突厥斯坦独立，香港独立，蒙古独立，山东独立，夺回我们的国家，我们的国家夺回来，做公民，做公民，一起努力，为香港，为土门，为伊斯坦，
Free Turkestan!
为蒙古利亚，
Free Mongolia!
为台湾，
Free Taiwan!
为山东。
Free Shandong!
好，谢谢大家。
Thank you. Next, our beloved friend, Anne, from Visual Arts Guild, give us a beautiful speech.
My name is Anne Lau. I'm with an organization called the Visual Artists Guild. Visual Artists Guild was established in 1985. The mission of Visual Artists Guild is to stand up for the freedom of speech and expression. Since is that loud? Oh, I have to get closer? Yeah. Okay. All right. So, since 1989, Visual Artists Guild has been involved in the protests against the government of China. We stand for the rights of the people in China to speak and to express themselves. For 33 years, we have worked with different organizations, not only in Southern California, but in a lot of places around the world. We have gone to Hong Kong to support Hong Kong freedoms. What we are especially happy this year, recently, is that we have so many different groups that came together to support this issue of freedom. We have the Uyghurs, we have the Tibetans, we have the Hong Kongers, we have the Taiwanese. And basically, this is what we need to do. We need to unite together to join in this goal, the goal of freedom of express, the freedom of speech, and the freedom of expression for China and all over the world. It is important that the Chinese people understand right now, and I know that they do understand now, that the freedom of speech does not affect only political speech. It's actually affect the very life due to the failure to have the right to speak out, that people were dying of starvation in China right now. I remember 3 years ago, in 2019, when we were protesting with Hong Kong Forum in Santa Monica, there were a few groups of Chinese students from China that were jeering the Hong Kongers. They didn't understand what the Hong Kongers were doing. They didn't understand what they were fighting for. They even called them cockroaches, and they jeered them. Now, they finally realized what happened. They finally realized the importance of freedom of speech. They finally realized what the Hong Kongers are fighting for. And they actually even wrote to some Hong Kongers and apologized for their actions at that time. I'm so glad that we are here now to coordinate this protest together. And I hope that we will form united front and pressure our elected officials to pass legislation for Hong Kong, for Tibet, and for the Uyghurs, and also from Taiwan. Thank you very much, and I appreciate all of you to be here today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Anne, for the support. Let's continue to do some chanting. China, stop genocide!
China, stop genocide!
China, stop killing Uyghurs!
China, stop Uyghurs!
China, close concentration camps!
China, close concentration camps!
Freedom for East Turkestan!
Freedom for East Turkestan!
Freedom for Hong Kong!
Freedom for Hong Kong!
Freedom for Tibet!
Freedom for Tibet!
Shame on CCP!
Shame on CCP!
Shame on Xi Jinping!
Shame on Xi Jinping!
We want freedom!
We want freedom!
We want justice!
We want justice!
We want freedom!
We want freedom!
We want justice!
We want justice!
With that, I hand it over to our friend from KRLA, Shahid. Give us a speech.
Thank you all. Thank you all for being here today. In our tradition, I was going to offer a very brief prayer in Arabic, and I was just going to say, I know that we come from many different faiths and belief systems here, but I just wanted to, honor our tradition and just say something very briefly. Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. On behalf of CARE LA, the Council on American-Islamic Relations, I wanted to extend our support and solidarity for the courageous and brave Uyghur people. I wanted to express that what we are seeing in East Turkestan is a revolutionizing of cruelty. What we're seeing is turning an entire population into a system of forced labor. What we're seeing is advances in turning technology as a means of oppressing an entire population. And I wanted to say that we all draw inspiration from the brave and courageous Uyghur people, who are not only in East Turkestan, but throughout the Uyghur diaspora, scattered throughout the world. And I wanted to express that not only on behalf of the Civil Liberties Organization, but more importantly, on behalf of the broader Muslim community, and as a human being, I think that regardless of however we identify, we can all find something morally objectionable with the treatment of the people of East Turkestan. And I also wanted to remind folks, so CARE has an annual banquet that we usually host at a certain hotel, that we found out this larger corporation that owns the hotel is doing business, is profiting at the expense of the Uyghur people in East Turkestan. So even though it was more expensive for us, we found a different hotel to host our annual banquet, because it's more important for us to stand by our principles and put our money where our mouth is. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and very briefly, I just wanted to say that I pray that I wanted to point out that historically it has been proven that we've seen morally corrupt regimes. We've seen the most brutal and oppressive empires fall. And I pray that the people of East Turkestan will see justice and reparations one day. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shahid. Next, I will play a song. Its song name is "Rise Up My Uyghurs." It's in Uyghur language, but I know the music is an international language. Hope you enjoy it.
zamanlar bizim ana yurtum makamim diyarımdan Bağımda benim ata babam gümülge hep götürür kurban Tanrı Tanrı kırgın bani Kozalın uygun emek Zaten koldum herkes kendine gel Ay yokuz hayrimin Yüzüne kırgın bani Yekit kurbanğa Ayak pasti kılınğa Ezilgen şu halkının Kullarını süygün paminim Feryadım asman felek Tükür geçke konselde Ezdirhanın nakzedim Zetimini aldım paminim Kozalın uygun emek Zaten koldun herkes kendi gerek Ay yıldız hayırlıyım Gökyüzüne kırgın baminim Kozalın uygun emek Zaten koldun herkes kendi gerek Ay yıldız hayırlıyım Gökyüzüne kırgın baminim
Thank you so much. If you have anybody who wants to give a speech, you're more than welcome. So if not, we're gonna have our last. Name's Jeremy Taylor from New York City. When you saw all the Chinese in Beijing, Shanghai, Chengdu, Wuhan, holding up the white pieces of paper. Yeah, they have a beef with the so-called dynamic zero COVID, but they're out there protesting, screaming, freedom, freedom. They're out there saying, Xi Jinping, step down. They're out there saying, CCP, step down. Because there's no free speech in China, no free press, no free assembly, no free association. CCP is anti-humanity. When you don't let people have independent thought, there's no free thinking. No artistic freedom, no academic freedom, no internet freedom, no media freedom, no religious freedom. It's not normal. No individualism. Chinese Communist Party government is rotten to the core for not allowing Chinese people to have freedom of expression, which is a universal value. That's why they're out there. They want freedom. It's human nature to want to be free. CCP is rotten to the core, bad to the bone. One party system. It's the desire. It's the will of China's people to be able to elect who they want to be governed by. One person, one vote. That's the Chinese people's dream. Electing who they want to be governed by. That's the Chinese people's dream. They want to go to the ballot box and vote. Hong Kongers want to go to the ballot box and vote.
Once my group is ready.
Want nothing to do with the vile CCP. Lie. Cheat. You'll watch Ai Weiwei on 60 Minutes saying CCP.
professional liars. CCP pathological liars. Cheat, lie, and steal. CCP doesn't care about China's people. Don't fool yourselves. Stop being brainwashed by this vile CCP regime. Xi Jinping's no president. He's General Secretary of the Chinese Communist Party. Chairman Xi was anointed, not elected. Appointed, not elected. Anyway, to all you awesome Uyghur, Turkic-speaking people, free East Turkestan. To all the awesome Tibetan people.
Free Tibet. Free Tibet.
Tashi Dalek. To all the Mongolians. You notice how all these Uyghurs, Tibetans, Mongolians, Filipino people that had their Spratly Island stolen from them. Vietnamese that had their Paracel Island stolen from them by the CCP. That's why China, the world has a negative view of China. Not China's people. China's people are good. The world has an unfavorable view of China because of the CCP's bad policies, not correct policies. That's why the world hates China. Not the Chinese people, it's the CCP. Anyway, God bless you all for coming out.
Thank you very much.
And don't forget, see, you got a lady over there? Falun Dafa how? Poor Tibetan people. Chinese committing genocide against Tibetans. Chinese committing genocide against Uyghurs. Chinese committing genocide against Tibetans. That's 3 genocides going on today at once. The United Nations doesn't say a thing because the United Nations has been corrupted by the CCP. CCP's corrupted every global institution. United Nations, World Bank, IMF, Interpol. They corrupt. CCP corrupts. Every international institution has become irrelevant because of CCP's corrupt policies. Anyway, God bless you all.
Thank you so much. Next, our good friends sing a freedom song.
We have a Tibetan small contingent here. We will sing this freedom song. Whenever we have 10th March uprising day against Communist China, we always sing this song. It's called Long Shu. Long Shu means like rise up. Rise up, my people. Rise up, my people.
Woo!
this is a freedom song. We will do like prayers, the Buddhist prayer chanting, okay?
China.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Free Tibet.
Free Tibet.
Free Tibet.
Free Tibet.
Free East Turkestan.
Free Turkestan.
Free Chinese people.
Free Chinese people.
Free Hong Kongers.
Free Hong Kongers.
Free Taiwanese.
Free Taiwanese.
Free Tibet.
Free Tibet.
Free China.
Free China.
Free Hong Kongers.
Free Hong Kongers.
Free East Turkestan.
Free Turkestan.
China stop the genocide.
China stop the genocide.
China stop the genocide.
China stop the genocide.
China end the Uyghur genocide.
China end the genocide.
Close China's concentration camp.
Close China's concentration camp.
Close China's concentration camps.
Close China's concentration camp.
China end genocide.
China end genocide.
China end the Uyghur genocide.
China end the Uyghur genocide.
Free Tibet, free Tibet.
Free Tibet, free Tibet.
Free Chinese people, free Chinese people.
Free Chinese people, free Chinese people.
Free East Turkestan, free East Turkestan.
Free Turkestan.
Free Hong Kongers, free Hong Kongers.
Free Hong Kongers, free Hong Kongers.
Free Taiwanese people, free Taiwanese people.
Free Taiwan people, free Taiwan people.
Free Tibet. Free Tibet. Tibet belongs to. Tibet belongs to Tibetans. Tibet belongs to. Tibet belongs to. China out of Tibet.
China out of Tibet.
China out of Tibet.
China out of Tibet.
China and the Uyghur genocide.
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 Close China's concentration camps.
Close China's concentration camp.
Close China's concentration camps.
Close China's concentration camp.
China and the Uyghur genocide.
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 Free Tibet, free Tibet.
Free Tibet, free Tibet.
Free China, free China.
Free China, free China.
Free Hong Kongers, free Hong Kongers.
Free Hong Kongers, free Hong Kongers.
Free East Turkestan, free East Turkestan. Free Taiwanese people, free Taiwanese people. China and the Uyghur genocide.
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 Close China's concentration camp.
Close China's concentration camp.
Close China's concentration camp.
Close China concentration camp.
Xi Jinping is the dictator.
Xi Jinping is dictator.
Xi Jinping is the dictator.
Xi Jinping is dictator.
Free Chinese people, free Chinese people.
Free Chinese people, free Chinese people.
Free Tibet, free Tibet.
Free Tibet, free Tibet.
Tibet belongs to.
Tibet belongs to.
Tibet belongs to. China out of Tibet now.
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 What do we want?
Freedom.
When do we want it?
Right now.
What do we want?
Freedom.
When do we want it?
Now.
Close the China's concentration camp.
Close China concentration camp.
Close the China's concentration camp.
Close China concentration camp.
China stop the genocide.
China stop the genocide.
China stop the genocide.
China stop the genocide.
Free Uyghur people, free Uyghur people.
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 All right, my friends, that's the end of our event today. Thanks for coming. God bless. Please drive safe. Hope to see you next event.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. We can take a picture together. All together.
I know, we got it. We're fine. It's gonna happen.
We just line up here. Take a picture. All right, guys. Let's take a picture. Come on, Mike. Marijuana, let's do that. Group picture. Yeah. Face that side. Yeah. Let's take a group picture. Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, let's group picture. Come on. Yeah. Face that way.
Let's take a nice portrait picture. Group picture. Group. Yeah, group. Yeah. Your camera also.
Same warm?
Come on, guys. One line seat here.
Yeah, bend down too.
Bend down, please.
Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah. Taller guys back. Yeah. You guys want to join? Are you guys joining?
All right,
everyone,
take a picture
everyone.
for you.
Yeah. I can share. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Of course. And I was gonna
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. My pleasure. The Council on American Islamic Relations. I wanted to say, I didn't get to mention it in my short little speech, but I wanted to say our support for the Tibetans. We're all ethnicities that are oppressed. Yeah, I was gonna say
Başka bir fırsat.
You got it. Yeah. That's the Sounds good. Thank you. Good to meet you. Let's go.
Bounce? Yeah. Good character. Macho. Maşın nerede?
Power on.
Mam silahnaमा. Makininki. Bu bize namaz.
Bluetooth connected.
Wow, that's awesome. And it's a collective of artists, or what?
I'm not sure it's
By switching to AAA insurance.
Talk to you later. Well, it was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, later. Your number, what's your number? 928, right?
James?
You don't know him?
Let's see. We've been working with Carolyn for 5 years.
His embassy at China coordinator.
No, no. I know you. No, I gotta find. I know you from 30 years from
No,
here.
no,
Right.
now I
Okay. We would just provide a job, and then like you guys, I would just help them recruiting other moms, getting other cities. Okay, for that job, no people found. Oh yeah, here. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Both. Yeah, sending. Oh, good. This decline. No, video?
Yeah.
Video, no, not here.
Video.
I send you later. Yeah.
OK，
Look at my camera.
给我打几万，那个 VOV。
Yeah. YouTube, yeah. Yeah, rising. Oh, right, yeah, YouTube. By YouTube, yeah. Yeah. YouTube.
Okay, anyway.
Drive safe, brother. English. Hey. See, bro.
Yeah. OK。
Very good, man. Thank you, okay. See my friend. Oh, no, huge. Bye.
Bye.
Rising. Yeah. Let's start. Bye, okay. Start. Rising star. They are.
Who this?
呀，小米，等我给他不给他送过去。
Rising star 777. Yeah. Okay, I number here.
OK，
Yeah,
number.
Yeah, this one. I send a picture.
OK。
Yeah. Bye.
对那边。
关了吧。本次活动那个这个本次活动那个乌鲁木齐的那个维族人这个他们的种族灭绝日，今天是12月9号，是他们的种族灭绝日。我们今天这个香港、台湾，还有这个蒙古，还有这个西藏，还有这个维吾尔族一起声援这个维吾尔族人。希望早日我们各自的民族建国独立，做自己国土的公民，一起加油！飞航啊！
飞鸿啊！
Thank you， 谢谢大家，谢谢。